Yeah, afraid like this, you know, you don't know. Bigging up Warman is a show, you don't know. So hear this now. 7 miles of Black Star Liners coming in the harbor. The 7 miles of Black Star Liners coming in the harbor.
This is not it, brother. Long sizes like a long day.
Sabia Yastelin.
Wow, wow, wow.
Sata wa masakana la ho.
Hey. 7 miles of Black Star Liners coming in the harbor. 7 miles of Black Star Liners coming in the harbor.
I also one beat. Anything come cross, get the feet, the feet, the feet, the feet.
DJ warm and easy. Let the people feel irie. You wanna know some nature say, you know, got you DJ warm and easy.
And that was history in the making there with that rhythm, remixed in the 2000s and featured the voice of Fred Lux and Sizzler in combination. We'll be hearing the vocal to that later on in the show, but in the meantime, between time, as we promised a few weeks ago, we've got a reggae icon, a reggae legend in the building. He's had many hits over the years, including the classic album called Black Star Liner, which set the ball rolling. So right now, we got the honor and the pleasure to say, Fred Lux, greetings and welcome to the World Reggae Beat.
Well, 7 miles of Black Star Liners coming in the harbor. 7 miles of Black Star Liners coming in.
Give thanks for having I. It's a pleasure, like a treasure, without measure, you know, giving thanks. I know you have a good listenership and everybody talk good about you, so, you know, it's good to be on your program.
Enough respect, sir, for taking the time out to join us here on the World Reggae Beat. And you've got a new album out called Born Rasta. We'll be taking a look at that later on in the show. But in the meantime, the people that's listening for the first time, tell them about how you, Fred Lux, got involved in the reggae music scene and who were your influences that made you want to say, yeah, this is what I want to do, or I want to be a singer.
All right. Well, I would start off by saying I was always a singer because I have to born with that. My father discovered that from an early age. When I was about 8 years old, my father used to have me singing in some little bars, like called a pub, for his friends, you know, because my father could play the guitar. And I would be singing from 8 years old, like, wow. And by the time I was 12, I wrote my own first songs. Not even just one song, many songs, you know. So I would say this is something that I was born to do. And because of my father's influence here, further on when I was a teenager, my father asked me one day, what you like to do, what you want to do when you grow up. I was saying, I'm too young to know. Him. He said, no, you have to know from now when you reach your 20s, I say start pursuit and etc., etc. But anyhow, I told him I love football, that's what them call soccer, but football and singing. And you know why I was singing from young. So I said, which one I prefer? I said, singing. So my father said, if you love what you're doing and doing what you love, you'll excel. So pursue what you love. And at the age of 17, I was a lead singer for a group called The Lyrics. Long before Black Star Liners, 1967, when I was 17. And I was a lead singer. We recorded at Studio One, Cox. We did 3 songs the same day. And the following year, we did 2 more songs as The Lyrics. Our group was called The Lyrics. So my inspiration would have been from American music in those early days. My father used to play some Nat King Cole and those songs and have me singing them while he playing guitar, you know. So that was when I realized how good I could sing. And I was a bright youth too because my father used to have these manuscripts with the words between. And I was so young, they wanted me to look at the words while they were playing the notes and sing the songs, you know. So that's how I started, you know. So my influence would have been my father and classical American music, so to speak, you know.
Okay, so you were recording for Cox and Dodd for the first time at that studio. What age would you say you were at that time? I presume you were still a teenager at the time, yes?
I was 17, yeah. I was 17.
So going in for the first time at such a legendary studio that's known worldwide, were you relaxed or were you nervous? How did you feel?
Nervous when at the start, but how long him tie out, you lose all of that because I went to Studio One with my group for about 3 months. I was sitting down with the likes of Alton Ellis, Ken Booth, the Melodians, the Eptones, all of us out there. And I was saying, so you would make hear your songs, and my brother would play his guitar and would start to sing. And I said, boy, the song good enough. But when Cox would come outside, him audition who him want. But these days, I used to sing original songs. I was writing songs. But I got to realize when I was older that most of the songs that was done in rocksteady or reggae was American songs or foreign songs that Cox let the singers them convert and do them into reggae, from the rocksteady days. So I was doing original songs. So anyway, one day him just come out. I said, I saw the youth all the while, what do you do? I said, well, sing. Him said, well, sing now. But my next two singers went to a liquor shop to buy bun and cheese. And Cox wait until him see me alone, so I started singing. My first song was a rocksteady song, like coming out of scare going into rock. It was a song called I Get It. Like, a girl leave me, so I get a blow. And I said, sing, so I started singing.
Please and believe me when I say my girl has left me and she's gone far away. So I get it, wanna blow. I get it, everybody knows. I get it, every love. I get it, oh yeah. Some say it's reaction, but I don't know if it's true. Cause my girl has left me and I don't know what to do. So I get it, my girl is gone. I get it, I can go on. I get it, what must I do? I get it, now that we're through. So I get it, what a blow. I get it, everybody knows. I get it, every love. I get it, oh yeah.
And there goes the track called I Get It by Fred Lux and the Lyrics. And on the flip side of that track, you've got a track featuring Freddie and Fitzy, better known as Freddie McGregor and Ernest Wilson, a track called Truth Hurts. That 7-inch on the Coxsone label, I Get It by Fred Lux and the Lyrics, is available, so anybody want to go out there and get it in your collection, and all you record collectors, that one's available. But in the meantime, Fred Lux, tell us more about what went on at Coxsone Dodge Studio.
So, like I said, sing I Get It, and them say, all right, so by the time the group come in, I say, can I start over? And say, yes, I'm going to come with them guitar now and start playing. And say, all right, so the song good, go inside, make the band here. See? Nowadays, you would have it easier. I mean, like 3 months, that's a rough estimate of time. About 3 months I was going there so often that Coxsone couldn't but actually see it and say, okay, I'm going to give you all a try, So it became like fixtures until the time it comes to we can record. But the turn off was that we did them 3 first songs, I Get It, You Made Me Sore, and one name Money Lover. We didn't get no money.
So did Coxsone ever release the 2 of the other 3 that were recorded at his studio on his label?
All of those songs, one came out. The first song I Get It came on a 45 Studio One label. A group called The Lyrics. Then the next one came on an album called Rocksteady 67. That's one name You Made Me Sore. And Money Lover came on a vinyl 45 also. That's from 1967. But the one You Made Me Sore, he eventually put it out on the next album called From Scat to Rocksteady.
You don't hold me like you used to do, and you don't kiss me like you mean to, and lately you've been acting strange, so my love no longer remains. I said if you don't love me anymore, I'm gonna leave you for sure. I'm gonna walk right out that door, 'cause it made me quite sore, girl. Oh yeah, 'cause it made me quite sore, girl.
Woman Easy, from the World Beat Sound, from Luton, you don't know right in the UK. A Peter mentioned the icon, I tell the world, watch ya, he said a youth ya, DJ Woman Easy. Hey, drop it and teach them how to play a tune Woman Easy.
Before the year 1968, when I was 18, we did two songs, one named Old Man Said, and the next one named Music Like Dirt.
From station to station, rule the nation with version. Did you hear that, John? Did you hear that?
Now this is Daddy U. I say that when I'm in town, I just love to listen to DJ Woman Easy. Yeah. Respect.
I'm gonna take you to a dance. I'm gonna hold your hand. You got to understand. You got to move your feet. Once you got the sound, you got to all around. I got your feet. Got the feel going sweet. And when you hear the sound, you got to spin around. I've got music like that on, music like that on.
But the rhythm for music like that, I sang and make the rhythm get nailed. And give Baba to do the song called Desperate Lover. Yeah, and it was Jackie me too, and Baba and the who took us back to studio when they realized I was still singing. Actually, them come out in the era that I lived, and I was singing on the beach with my brother as usual. I was there with the guitar, and I said, but Leroy, the brother still a sing good, we must come back to studio one, They went there, this time Coxon gave me £10 and said, pay we out for the song, And, it was very discouraging. After that, the group, two of the brethren were singing with me. They were older than me. One was a custom officer. They lose his job because of coming to studio so regular. Eventually migrated in 1969. That was 1 year after. And the next one now, me and him continue as a duo. I went to Randy's group. This Randy's is like, you call it now, VPs. Because Vincent Randy is a V in VPs and his wife is Pat. They recorded a couple songs with me and my brethren. And two of us singing alone. Now we produced one of our own songs, original sing-along. We produced that for ourselves,
Just like a bird, look how they sing along in the tree. Just like the fishes down in the sea. Like the four wind blows, just like the river flows. That is how I'd love to be. I'd rather be free. No, 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 I don't want to live in misery. Sing along, brothers. Sing along, sisters. Sing along, brethren. Sing along, children. Love is the key of true ecstasy. If you want love, love, sweet love, why don't you call on me? My love is a good thing, you just can't be loved like a puppet on a string. My love is free, 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 that's how I wanna be. No, 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 I don't want to live in misery. Sing along, brothers, sing along, sisters, sing along, brethren, sing along, children. Love is the key of true ecstasy. If you want love, love, sweet love, why don't you call on me? My love is a good thing, you just can't be loved like a puppet on a string. My love is free, 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 that's how I wanna be. No, 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 I don't want to live in misery. Sing along, brothers, sing along, sisters, sing along, brethren, sing along, children, sing along.
So it was like I was left alone then time, because the next man migrated too, so I was left alone. And, I went into like an exile for years, as a ras, lighting up the faith. So, I was 18 plus, star dreadlocks now, and the music was so unfair. But by 75, a brother from 12 Tribes heard my song, Black Starlight, and decided to record me. That's started the name Fredlocks and everything, which I created for myself, I made the name in a sense because some youth was hearing the singing and said, the name I was singing, and them said them don't like that name, they should have a more respect. So I eventually called myself Fredlocks,
And that album, Black Star Liner, that is one of the timeless music that will never die, Every track on it is a hit,
Well, David Radigan said to me one time when I spoke with him on an interview that him called it the album of singles because every song could stand up on its own.
That's right. Yeah. And earlier on you mentioned the track Sing Along. Was that the second time that you sang that track? Because seem to believe that I heard that in a different mix.
For the second time, because when I was doing my album, I decided to do it over, and we cut the speed and make it a little slower. And next time a group harmony was there. The original one is just two of us sang it. Just two of us who sang it,
Just like a bird, look how we sing along in the tree. Just like the fishes down in the sea. Like the four wind blows, just like the river flows. That is how I'd love to be. I wanna be free. I don't want to live in misery. Sing along, brothers. Sing along, sisters. Sing along, brethren. Sing along, children. Love is the key of true ecstasy. If you want love, love, sweet love, you've got to call on me. Because love is a good thing, you just can't beat love like a puppet on a string. Love is free, that's how I wanna be. Can't you see? I don't want to live in misery. Sing along, brothers. Sing along, sisters. Sing along, my brethren. Sing along, little children.
Actually, the brother used to sing with me, Albert Tomlinson. It was a studio one for a while doing a whole lot of work during the time when the group had to split in a sense. And then when we went to Randy's, he was down there singing the harmonies and a lot of the hit songs, Then, I was saying that it was my greatest inspiration. Unfortunately, a couple of years ago, he passed away. And the next member passed away. And then I formed a group called Creation Steppers. And the two-man passed away, And before Creation Steppers, I was singing with a youth named Owie, and we did some song at Studio One again in 1971.
And as you mentioned Creation Steppers, I remember you having a few hit tracks with them. And I believe one of them was Love and Only Love?
Love and Only Love was the name of the album.
Yes, and if I remember rightly, Love and Only Love was another hit on that label as well. And it had the great DJ from Jalov Sound, Brigadier Jerry, featuring on that track as well, isn't it? But before you answer that, let's take a listen to the track called Love and Only Love. And then after that one, we're going to take a listen to that masterpiece, I've Got a Joy.
War is not the way.
Let the people feel irie. Yeah, man, you know, say nature says, you know, brrr, pop, 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 pop. You know, got you, DJ. One minute.
Black Starliner was a hit in Jamaica. It went and then I say where Blackhead was from the UK.
Yeah.
Was saying that the single Starliner was Star Single of the Year. I know a lot of things was happening with that song. My favorite song was always I've Got a Joy, but you know, I went to England first in 1978 and I didn't go back until 1999, 21 years after. Yeah, and I went to a restaurant in Arsden, and a brother said, man, said, you look familiar, what you do? I said, I'm a singer. He said, which song you sing? I said, Black Starlight. He said, no. I said, any other one? I said, True Rasta Man. And I said, that you must say first. If you go revival, I will not hear that. We lick shot.
That's a very massive tune for real. One of the foundations of reggae. Let's take a listen to it right now. that track is so very classic and it brings back so many fond memories for me myself. You know, that was around the time when I started to get into the music as an adult, you know, or as a teenager, I should say. Saying that, you must have done a lot of tours around Europe and places like that when that album came out.
In the later years, because I was like reluctant to continue in music biz, because even with the Black Star and the album, some people in England took the album, Vulcan Records, and they sent a bounce check to Jamaica after them saying was going to send 15,000 pounds, it ended up to 1,500 Jamaican dollars. And I only got 500 Jamaican dollars because there was two producers in. Because when I came to England in 78, I've never lived in England, I only come to it was like a couple of months when I came in 78. The album was out already by 1976.
Yeah.
And I got some overwhelming support from the shows that we did, you know. It was like a sellout. Every one of the shows was so wow, you know. So when I was there, I realized that a company named Vulcan Records brought out my album Black Starliner and a label named Phonogram. Vulcan licensed now the album to a different company with some white guys. And these guys were saying them have the album for 3 months and it sold over 30,000 copies, you know? So I was saying, wow. And this was 2 years after the release. So, you know, a lot of things that was happening it wasn't to our benefit, and I was really reluctant to leave the music business. So I wasn't touring at all for years. I was just like, wow, this is not what I should be doing. But the encouragement of my father from earlier years always made me feel like, yo, this is my thing, because it was a natural thing for me to write songs. Even when I come in, when it changed to people sending you rhythms to do songs, yeah. I could do that like in a jiffy, you know?
Okay, so continuing with the legacy with the music of Fred Lux, going into the future, you've got this new album out called Born Rasta. Tell us about this album and how it came about.
Yeah, all right. This album now happened out of chance, or I would say it was not planned thing, but what happened, I was at an event. Earl China Smith saw me in the audience and said, I'm singing two tunes, man. Just a thing in the yard, like I'm in the yard, you know?
Yeah.
So I did Black Friday and the people was loving me, so I said, sing the next tune, man. So I wanted to do a popular tune then. And incidentally, Jacob Miller, I found out that he's my cousin. He was my cousin, I love Susie Wang. So I was saying to him, said, I love singing to Susie Wang. You know what I'm saying? You know I have a tune, man, China Smith. So I started telling the band, this is in this key, and them start to play and I sing it. Much to the delight of the people. So one day him called me and said, hey, we'll lick you with him, you know, you can come voice it to him. So we said, Susie Wang, so we go over here and voice it. Over in my studio, in his house. You know, you have to quiet when you have a record because it's not an enclosed place, you know?
Yeah.
Like on the veranda. Then, you know, I recorded it, and I said that it came out. I was on a label like him, Green's Farm label. My brother was saying, it's actually a label that. It's a brother when you're Alfonso. So I said, you try to contact Alfonso. And them say he had contracted China and some musicians to do some rhythms, you know, and that was one of them. So, because of all of that, now, besides, and I love to do some tunes, you know, Fred Lux. I could do some album.
And as I said before, the album from Fred Lux called Born Rasta is out and available right now. It's brand new, and we're going to take in a couple of tracks right now. And we kick off with this.
Are you ready? Ready for true love? Tell me, are you ready? Ready? When someone loves you and you feel the same way too, that love could be true. So be careful what you do. Remember that we all have feelings. That's why I'm revealing. Don't let jealousy keep your life in a misery. Understanding is the key to take you on your life's journey. We all can make to give and take, and don't be too jumpy. Just be nice and easy, cause false accusations can take things out of proportion, and vain imaginations could lead us in frustration. When understanding is the key, do things intelligently and they will turn out properly. When someone loves you, yes, when someone loves you, when someone loves you, yes, when someone loves you, when someone loves you, it's no good unless they love you. All the way, yes, all the way. And when you love someone too, it's no good unless you love them. Come what may, say come what may. For understanding is the key to take you on your life's journey. So when someone loves you and you feel the same way too, that love could be true. So be careful what you do. Remember that we all have feelings. That's why I'm revealing. Don't let jealousy lead your life in a misery. Are you ready for love? Tell me, are you ready? Ready for true love? Tell me, are you ready? Ready for true love? For understanding is the key. Deal with things intelligently and they will turn out properly. When someone loves you, yes, when someone loves you, when someone loves you, when someone loves you, when someone loves you, it's no good unless they love you. All the way, yes, all the way. And when you love someone too, it's no good unless you love them. Come what may, come what may. Are you ready for love? Are you ready, ready for true love? Tell me, are
This
you ready?
station rules the nation with version. Now this is that you I said that when I'm in town, I just love to listen to DJ Warm and Easy. Yeah. Respect.
No, I'll never, I will never, no, I will never, I'll never fall in love. I'm gonna stand up in love, I say. Whoa, I'll never fall
go, 2 in a row from the reggae icon called Fred Locks and the brand new album simply called Born Rasta. Up first, we had a track called Are You Ready? And in the background, a track called Stand Up in Love. And I tell you what, we couldn't just play 2 from that album. Let's give you another track from that, and then we'll have some more words from Fred Locks right here on the World Reggae Beat with me.
Blessed be the Most High, Rastafari, who say I know all things. Yes, I am. Whoa, whoa, throw down your big magnum. Don't spoil the fun, cause murder can't bring back life. It will only bring more strife. Murder is a serious crime. Leave everything to God and time. If you continue to take revenge, when will the war and the killing end? Don't bring your guns to town. The life that you save could be your very own. So don't bother to kill one another. Think twice before you take somebody's life. Cause murder can't bring back life. It will only bring more strife. Murder is a serious crime. Leave everything to God and time. Look how they kill my brethren called Tabby. Yeah, a peaceful man who never trouble nobody. Hey, rude boys, you think that you are bad. You can hide from man, but you never hide from God. To take revenge is wrong. Nowadays, judgment don't take too long. I said to take revenge is a no-no. You reap just what you sow. So, murder can't bring back life. It will only bring more strife. Murder is a serious crime. Leave everything to God and time. To God and time. Murder can't bring back life. No, no, no. Hurts so bad if they kill your father and mother. It hurts so bad when they kill your sister or brother. Can't bring back a life that's already gone. No. Try to forget and keep moving on. Walk away from trouble if you can. Don't study no evil plan. Brother man, hey. Murder can't bring back life.
And that's the title of that one. Murder Can't Bring Back Life. Taken off the album called Born Rasta. Brand new from Fred Lux. And one more thing I just want to mention. That track, what we played at the beginning of the show, you know, the Black Star Liner remix featuring Sizzla Kalonji. That was a remake of the original, which came out on the original Black Star Liner album, isn't it?
We recorded over the rhythm and we did that Fred Locks Rebirth. So there's that thing that because I was on a stage show for Marcus Garvey a couple years before ago, and since I was on the show, so I hear me singing, and Ron come out and say, "We need a black star line in your life," you know, stuff. Him tell the man say the producer came and say me and him do back a collab.
Yeah.
With Black Star. So I went to studio and sing and make them lick over the rhythm. When they lick over the rhythm, the one man except for the drummer play almost everything. A brother from Firehouse band. And we just bam bam and lick it up and my voice it and then sees that come in and came and said, "Hey, Fred Locks, voice up the rhythm of him." So where are we fan for voice play? Ready? You know.
And as I promised at the beginning of the show, we're going to give the vocal to that right now, featuring Fred Locks and Sizzla Kalonji, the Black Star Liner Rebirth. And then right after that, we're going to give you the original version. But right now, Fred Locks, it's been a great pleasure having you here on the World Reggae Beat. And we'd just like you to say a few shout out to some people listening right around the globe to you right now on Diverse FM on the World Reggae Beat with me. Say some shout outs.
saying a shout out to just the fact that I just met Mikey Boops from Saxon and found out that we are cousins. So in my range of all of this stuff, big up to him, big up to him, big up to him. I want to big up everybody who listening. I want to big up the brethren like Black Hatred, producer. So we're bigging up everyone who loves the music and everyone who is listening and everyone who is part of, I would say, the movement to take reggae where it is today, because reggae has become international, especially through England, which was the gateway so far. You know what I mean? All the artists who became international, like Bob Marley, everybody, they passed through that. So the place that made it possible, Well,
once again, enough respect for joining us here on the World Reggae Beat, and we look forward to hearing more music from you. From the album called Born Rasta, get that in your collection, people. And we're going to leave you with the sounds of the Black Star Liner and Fred Lux as he tells you this.
Yeah! Fred Lux, listen, you don't know. Bigging up Warm and Easy show, you don't know. So hear this now.
Later on. Get out the demon, let's eat some Rasta.
This is not the Fred Lux. Long sizes like a long day.
Xavier Gastelin.
Wow.
Satan wa masakana la hook.
Several miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. Several miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. I can see them coming. I see my hydrants running.
Alongside Fred Lux.
I hear the elders say, these are the days for which we've been praying. Several miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. Several miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor.
Return, black man, I feel return to Africa. Burn, dingy fire, I feel burn. But watch me now return, black woman, I feel return to Africa. Burn, I have dingy fire, burn. But watch me now, Mount Zion, we are on our way. The conquering lion, Rastafari, we pray. Never forget the words of Marcus Garvey. Africa, find the Africans without no delay. Organize, centralize the emperor, told the executive. Rise, Africa, rise, burn out the negative. Babylon, let my people go. Repatriation, that's what it is.
Well, several miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. Several miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. Cause it's repatriation, black liberation. I say the time has come, black men, we're going home, yes. Several miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. Several miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor.
Big up the high priest, them on the mountain top. Keep the samba, totally keep the culture. No jump out that. Big up the Rasta man, them a Scots pass. Bad mind, have to watch my star line a short pass. Black people, them need a one leap of ships. A time the Rasta man, them have a fleet of ship. Emperor Selassie teach about leadership. No microchip, no Babylonian sponsorship.
Several miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. Several miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. Marcus Garvey told us the freedom is a must. Told us that the Black Star liners coming one day for us, oh yeah. Several miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. Several miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor.
Africa, open up the doors.
Black Star liners coming. Black Star liners coming. For I and I.
Well, the vibe is warm and easy. You don't know. Warm and easy. Keep it locked. Etana, the strong one, said that.
Yo, this is Daville. When I'm in town, I keep it locked to World Reggae Beat. Yeah, on the radio with DJ Warm and Easy.
Linville Thompson, it's a special request to DJ Warm and Easy. And big up the World Beat sound.
This is Mojo Morgan from Morgan Heritage, and you're listening to DJ Warm and Easy.
This is Opton Lindell, and you're in tune to Warm and Easy.
Yeah, man, it's Grams Morgan once again on the case. I want to say it's all about track reggae music. Seen right here with DJ Warm and Easy with World Beat Sound. Right here in the UK, yeah? Where everybody feeling okay. Grams Morgan said that.
Running, I can hear the elders saying, these are the days for which we've been praying. 7 miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. 7 miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. It's repatriation, black liberation. Yes, the time has come. Running, I can hear the elders saying, these are the days for which we've been praying. 7 miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. 7 miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. Marcus Garvey told us freedom is a must. He told us that the Black Star one day for us. 7 miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. 7 miles of Black Star liners coming in the harbor. 7 miles of Black Star liners. 7 miles of Black Star liners. 7 miles of Black Star liners coming.
Good evening. Anytime I'm in Luton, I listen to my favorite radio station, Diverse FM, and also my favorite DJ Warm and Easy. I also get it on the worldwide on the interweb. Mandela said that.
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Now, live across Luton on 102.8. This, here we go. 102.8.